Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. So today I just want to talk to you about something very simple. Today I want to talk to you about skepticism. I want you guys to be skeptic about some things. So, in my line of work, being a psychic medium and a spiritual coach and so forth, it's good to have people who are a little skeptic, because if everybody just believed everything that I told them, then I wouldn't have to actually do what I do. I could just make stuff up. But when people are skeptic, a little bit skeptic, then I have to be able to prove myself by doing what I do. Now, aside from that, what I want to talk to you about really when it comes to skepticism is this. Don't believe everything that you hear at face value. If somebody tries to explain something to you, if somebody gives you their opinion on something, somebody gives you some type of fact, don't trust it right off. And I've told you that before. My way might work for me, but it doesn't mean it's right. It might not be right for you. So if somebody talks to you about different forms of fitness and what's the right way to get a six-pack abs, it's what works for them, and it's what they believe to be true. Hitler believed that there should be just the Aryan race, and that anybody who didn't have the right color of eyes, right color of skin, right color of hair should be killed. Well, a lot of people believed him. There was a whole country that really wasn't full of skeptics, and they said that must be right because he said it is, and we know what happened with that. Now, I'm not saying that following somebody about how to get a six-pack of abs is going to lead to that. I'm using an extreme example. So what I'm trying to explain to you is, if somebody tells you this is the right way to exercise, don't take it as gospel. If somebody says this is the right way to eat, don't take it as gospel. You got to test it out, and you got to see what works for you. I just went through a nutritional program, as I've talked to you about before, called WildFit, and at the end of it, he doesn't say this is how you have to eat. At the end of it, he says, now go out there and figure out what foods work for you and what foods don't. Figure out what foods to put in the I should always eat these, and what foods you should put in the I should never touch these again categories. He doesn't tell you where they go. He doesn't tell you what's right for you. He tells you got to experiment, test different foods out, eat different things, see how they make you feel, see how your body reacts to them, and then formulate your diet for you. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And you have to understand, it's wise to go through the WildFit program so that you completely understand food and you understand the psychology behind food, so that when you get to the end of it, you can make these decisions based more than just on intellect. This program is fundamental in changing the way that you understand food. But again, it's not a black and white, cut and dry set of rules. It is an understanding. And so if somebody's talking to you about nutrition and how this is how it should be, you don't necessarily listen to that. If somebody says this is the only way to learn, don't listen to that. I'm taking another course on Mind Valley with Jim Quick, trying to improve my memory. Some of the tricks that he uses work great for me. Some of them not so much. So I'm using the ones that work for me to improve my memory. So you have to figure out what's right for you. Don't take everything as gospel. You have to be a little bit skeptic. And you have to make sure that you're doing what's working for you. There are like 7.5 billion people on the planet, and every single one of us are different. Not all of our bodies are the same. So the blood type diet and the genome diet and all of these specified diets that are supposed to be targeted based on a number, or based on some type of scientific principle, is not necessarily going to work. So it doesn't matter how much research and how much study has gone into anything. What you have to do is you have to figure out what works for you. And again, that goes for everything in life. from how you exercise, to how you learn, to how you eat, to how you communicate with others, to how you make relationships flourish. All of these things come down to you. I definitely recommend doing as much research as you can. I'm currently reading a book because somebody suggested it to me, and it's called The 5 Love Languages. And it worked great for the person that suggested it to me. Is it going to work great for me? I don't know. I'm going to read the whole thing, and I'm going to see where it takes me. I'm going to see what I learn about love languages, and how that works out in my relationship. You have to figure it out for yourself. All I can tell you is this: nobody's going to know what's right for you except you. So if somebody says this is the way it is, don't believe them. That includes me. You can take my information and you can go about your business. You can do learning for yourself, and you can figure out what's right for you. The things that I talk to you about are the things that make sense to me. So when it comes to the law of attraction and the energy vortex and the levels of emotion and everything that I've talked about in all of my videos, including nutrition, I'm probably going to end up becoming a WildFit coach so that I can help teach other people. But at the end of my course, because it'll be the same thing that I went through, so at the end of the 13-week course that I do, I'm going to tell people, now it's up to you. You have to figure out what works for you, because that's what it all comes down to. So please, don't just assume that everything is what it is. Figure out what works for you. That's all I got to say today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Share this so other people hear it, because I don't want anybody to get duped by somebody just because they believe everything they're being told. So please share this with everybody that you can. And until next time, love, light, and abundance to every one of you. Thanks for watching.